Aloha, fellow travelers. Welcome to Travel Guide Official, your leading online publication where you will discover wonders of the world around. Today, let's set on a mesmerizing voyage to the tropical paradise of Maui, Hawaii. Please join me as we announce the top 10 must-visit places in this beautiful island. Let the adventure begin. We begin our journey at the summit of Haleakala National Park, an amazing apex that leaves us speechless since we are not less than 10,023 feet up. While you sit under the otherworldly radiance of the sunrise, which paints an array of colors on this sky, you become submersed in both spiritual and visual wonders. Apart from this heavenly event, the park's vast network of hikes calls to you as it winds through an ecosystem that is uniquely diverse. Explore volcanic terrains, meet endemic plant species, and really feel the unusual nature of Haleakala Park that attracts visitors from all over the globe. It is not just a place to visit, it is a sacred journey beyond normal and where one comes closer with the heart of Maui. Welcome to the scenic odyssey along Maui's famous road to Hana, stretching 64 miles through some of nature's most captivating landscapes. This road trip is a nature symphony. It winds through splashing rainforests and surprises sleepy waterfalls, as well as presents vast ocean panoramas. Every curve and bend has narrated something. A good tale is made as same pious with the target. Refreshed by mist, lush greenery welcomes you in Twin Falls as prelude to the Garden of Eden Arboretum, an amazing botanical paradise hidden just off side road. Further enigmatic note in this unforgettable line of the adventure is given by stunning Wanapa State Park and its unique black sand beach, delightful green lawns caressed with winds from Pacific waters mighty enough to pick even those hardened men up, taking dark lava tubes a day at leisure. The road to Hana is more than just an avenue. It is a throughway into the inner palaces of Maui's natural attractions where every mile entails a newfound revelation. Plunge into the translucent waters of Molokini Crater, an underwater paradise that calls out to snorkelers and ocean lovers everywhere. But this boomerang-shaped islet can be more than a refuge. It must not forget that one such portal truly comes alive underwater. Plunge into the transparent turquoise waters, where you can witness an underwater show in as many colors of a descending sun on the idyllic isle. An underwater utopia is constituted by schools of colorful fish, the graceful glide of sea turtles through ocean currents, and a myriad coral formations in all hues possible. A visit to the Molokini Crater is evidence of Maui's rich marine life diversity, and it remains a loved location for visitors who want to have close encounters with aquatic wonders. This underwater world's living canvas on which nature unveils its most vibrant palette and asking you to join the marine symphony. Experience the pinnacle of coastal paradise when you visit Whia Beach, where sun-kissed sand meets the Pacific's warm embrace. Affectionately known as the Hotel of Shame, this luxurious sanctuary on Maui's southwestern coast is meant for those who crave relaxation but also seek adventure. You can take a walk on the soft golden sands, and as you do so, gaze at the blue azure waters that continue until one cannot see them. Whia Beach is more than just a sunbathing location. It's also an opportunity to explore the underwater treasures that are hidden below. Explore the vibrantly colored coral reefs while wearing a snorkel, paddleboarding along tranquil shorelines, or simply lazing under palms giving cooling shade. Whia Beach gives a perfect example of the ideal beach vacation that is characterized by sophistication and rough natural magnetism. It rouses love shouts from those who have ever wanted to plunge into an atmosphere full of sleek yet feral nature, with upper-class resorts framing this paradise. It is the haven where beach lover and luxury finder meet at the coastal paradise that combines indulgence with Maui's shore beauty. Haven. The iconic Yao Needle stands amidst the lush foliage of Whia Valley State Park, which is now a silent sentinel in the heart of Maui. This is more than just a beautiful valley. This is a spiritual retreat reverberating with tales and legends that have submerged Maui. Walking on the established paths, surrounded by a picturesque natural beauty that varies from murmuring brooks to fluttering leaves and caressing winds. Whia Valley is not only a natural wonder, but also travels through time, offering the tranquility of flying inside the heart-captivating beauty of Maui's landscapes. One quintessential sight for all visitors searching beatific landscapes and some sense of reverence is no doubt the Yao Needleless. Its towering presence gives it a more than surreal feeling, almost alien. At first look, one cannot help to ask oneself if there are any sightings associated with this austere creation. It is a valley which poses as the living memorial of cultural and natural heritages of Maui. If you will defiantly see this, then it means that to flow inside Nook with time, essence, and transcendent beauty. The voyage into the past to explore this historic gem of Maui, Lahaina, cannot but begin within its library, Lahaina Historic District. This charming city, which was once a whaling village, thrives with history and is still alive today. While walking on the cobblestone streets of Front Street, there are many preserved buildings that take you back to history. Lahaina's historic district is not just a peek into the history, it is also an alive charisma of art galleries, boutiques, and restaurants that combine old with new perfectly. Go to the Baldwin Home Museum, which is the oldest house that still stands on Maui, and the fancy Brodia Church built by American missionaries in, as well as visit Lahaina Courthouse, remaining stuck with colonial period historic regular. Lahaina is evocatively not a town, but rather a living, breathing museum that calls its visitors to participate in the Maui's incredible story. Perhaps the most enchanting district of Maui Island is Lahaina Manu visitors who want to take souvenir photo with a vast ocean in background and bright sun on their cheeks, choosing this place for being an ideal one. This Hawaiian settlement can be rightfully claimed as a cultural mosaic where may always feel echoes of so-called golden era when large families were headed toward greatness. One of the most fascinating and captivating parts of nature's performance happens in Maui, where from mid-December to mid-April, they are putting on an incredible show during annual humpback whale migration. The Humpback Whale Sanctuary is your gate pass to a front row seat as these majestic creatures play around in the warm Hawaiian waters. Lastly, take a whale watching tour and be amazed by the sheer elegance of these gentle giants. The amazing acrobatics, vibratory whale songs, and the very size of this marine animal make it a memorable sight. The Humpback Whale Sanctuary is a centerpiece for regional conservation, but it's not just an area the Maui oceanic residents surround as their home. No sort of emptiness lingers there other than those lovely strings that represent nature's beauty and grace. The two such areas demonstrate the dedication of Maui in saving parts of its marine life. Humpback whales thrive and offer guests an appeal to their beauty. It is an experience witnessing the annual migration that has seen those interested in this tourist attraction considers it more than just traveling. No, actually they are engrossed deep into what I would call being appended or affiliated to a profound connection with these ocean's wonders. I can't imagine how fellow human beings can celebrate such small and delicate balance between themselves and 15 other fish species all over countries. They start an adventure towards Maui's rugged north coastline to enjoy the action in Nakalele blowhole, where forces of nature converge, creating a dramatic spectacle. This Mother Nature's beautiful sight shows the sheer force and glory of the sea. Waves spilling into a hole of molten lava force the water high up in the air as in geysers, and these eruptions occur every few seconds, creating one breathtaking display after another that is nature at its most exciting and dramatic. The Nakalele blowhole is so much more than just a geological wonder. It's your chance to see and feel firsthand the untamed power that made Maui such a display of nature. Prepare for an invigorating experience as you witness the rhythmic dance of land and sea, making Nakalele blowhole a necessary halt in search of raw beauty on the Valley Isle. This marvelous geological formation is indicative of the dynamic landscapes of Maui, where the mighty power of a seemingly endless ocean has crafted numerous beautiful formations that have with time become substantiation for its changing nature. Writing the article on exploring Nakalele blowhole exposed more than just adventure. It gave an immersive encounter with the raw forces that shaped each corner of Maui's coastal wonders. Find a secret garden in Maui's upcountry where Haleakala lavender farm can be heard. This is an undiscovered gem, not just a farm. It's more of peaceful refuge beckoning your senses to come and bond with nature. Walks among the rows of lavender with eradicating aroma and rolling panoramic views of Maui's landscapes. Haleakala Lavender Farm is more than a bountiful of botanical bliss. It's also an ode to the importance of sustainable farming, as well as a peaceful retreat for anyone in search of just one quiet moment away from Maui's glamorous beaches and limitless amusements. Lavender Paradise is a paean to the Mau's commitment of sustainable agriculture, where lavender fields get brought forth in accord with principles of farming responsibly. The farm is not just a place to visit, it's an experience that joins together with the natural beauty of Maui, forming a little retreat wherever those looking for minutes of calmness and feeling are connected with their environment. The crescendo of the symphony of Maui's nature is coming in our final destination, Waianae State Park. Discover the exclusive black sand beach formed by volcanic eruption while the waves tenderly kiss its ground. Stroll through the old lava tunnels, giving a clue on island's fiery authentic. There are scenic coastal vistas, stunning in their rugged beauty that beckon you to let go and immerse yourself fully in the untamed splendor of Maui. Waianae State Park is more than a tourist stop. It's an experience of the senses that can symbolize everything about Maui. Valley Isle. Waianae State Park is the perfect end to our top 10 must-visit places in Maui. Whether you stand on the black sand beach, admire ancient lava formations, or just look out at horizonless expanse, this park is alive, a living canvas on which the forces of nature have painted a picture of black sands and lava tubes, intermingled with coastal flora that brings out to its full glory Maui's richness both geologically as well culturally. By traversing Waianae, one does not merely take a trip to the place. He embarks on an adventure through Maui volcanic history and pays tribute towards its timeless appearance. So, fellow adventurers, there you have it. Our top 10 must-visit places in Maui, Hawaii. An island with a tapestry of the 3-in-1 X 2013. From the celestial heights of Haleakala to enchanting road to Hana, via underwater wonders at Molokini, Maui transcends normal island experiences. Which of these places are you most likely to visit? So please leave a comment below. Safe travels till then, and aloha from Travel Guide Official.